Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman. Today is February 20th, day number 535 of the Indexation Research Project. You can find this data on American Way Media. If you want to search for Google Index Detector, it is the top result. I'll be updating this later today. Now, I went back and spent a few hours in the search logs of my test sites as well as some other sites that I have access to, and I wanted to not just use my words like I did yesterday, but maybe overlay more data on top of those high volatility days in the past 2 weeks against when an updated Chrome mobile bot appeared. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, you might want to listen to Sunday's report. But I have caught up on all my server log bot reading, and I'm coming up with an alternative to what people are calling unannounced Google updates. Now, I have added a row here for semrush sensor for mobile. So we've got mobile and desktop. I'm going to only daily do the desktop, but tie in when it went high volatility in just the mobile. Now, Google launched a new mobile bot around February 10th, and it appeared on a few sites. And that's when the rumors started about unannounced updates. And you can see that here, the mobile kind of did an uncharacteristic solo appearance in the red. Normally, when they go red, they both go red. All right, so now this was a particular bot. It was an updated Chrome build. Now, this is the same one, but now it's appearing over more sites. So the previous week, it was only on some sites, and you can see that they probably roll them out in various groupings. Now, this is kind of when the articles came out talking about starting to see what they were considering an update. But I think by the time it started showing in more sites, because it takes about 48 hours for things to make it through from publishing or especially new content. So anyway, so you kind of see here that this was also when another bot. Now these are two different ones. The Chrome builds are different. And so I know they're calling it the Valentines update, but you see where both mobile and desktop went high. What I've learned, again, in the past year and a half is that when you see the introduction of a new bot, there is always rollback. So, like I say, I'm making sure that I count the bots, that they do seem to be pretty damn important, and they do seem to move with the presence of high volatility. So whether or not they're related or not, it's kind of like we're just gathering up data, and I have seen them move each and every time. So here's what I think you're going to hear. People are going to tell you that we're in an update, or we were in an update, and that during the high volatility, they lost their traffic. So what we do know is that there's been new Chrome builds and rollback. That's what these suggest here, is that pages that were previously indexed are no longer findable in the primary index, the one that we can see. So also, I mentioned before that I've started doing, in conjunction with Ted, he shared with how to do it. So Ted Kubitis is testing the render time on that second pass going through the rendering engines. And so I am also including that in this data here. So you can kind of see what day it was tested and how many seconds did the bot hang out. All right. So I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to see more of our own volatility based on that second pass, as Ted said, through the rendering engine. And remember, that's JavaScript. Google only sees what it renders. And when rendering is turned off, our pages appear blank to Google if we have a lot of JavaScript on them. But when rendering times, let's say rendering works, but the time is made shorter, That means that whatever optimization doesn't make it over the finish line before the bot moves on doesn't get counted for our pages. So not to scare you, but to fully equip you for battle means that we're probably going to have to look to the time our page loading takes. There's no quick answer on that one, folks. We're going to have to keep our eyes on it, and once, let's say we're pretty sure that's it, then there'll be lots of things that I think we can do. All right, well, that's great. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.